Young Jake Gallen first heard about the plight of military families while watching Oprah. From there, the then 8-year-old Jake formed Stars for Cars. His organization shines a light on the families left behind by troops overseas. Thanks to Jake and his stars, he's bonded a community together, all for a great cause.
We always think of the military, the people who are actually active duty or on the reserve, or people who actually have the uniform. We think of them the most, and like, if you hear like support the troops, you're gonna think the troops, not their families that are left behind. And I wanted to make sure that those families were recognized and taken care of.
Jake has always been a person who looks out for those less. I think he sees that there's something out there that people have someone who's gone away to protect us. We don't know when, if, or how they're coming back. And the kid and the parents at home are on this pins and needles this whole time they're away. And no one thinks about them.
We sell star-shaped magnetic decals. If you're driving and then you have the decal on the back, and then you can see like someone else maybe driving behind you might say, oh, well, maybe we should help too. And it would kind of, in essence, sort of like catch fire and move around the country, where people would know we have to help these people. It was more about like awareness.
We had other businesses in New Rochelle, Scarsdale, and Bronxville start selling it as well. And people would come in and, you know, they say $10. Yeah, $10 sounds like a lot of money, but in reality, $10 is lunch.
My teacher actually took me seriously, and so did the principal. And at that point, the principal was like new. I think it was his first year, and he was like, okay, let's do this. Let's give it a shot.
My first initial thought when I met Jake Gallen was how fortunate this community was to have a young man that at such a young age was using his heart and using his motivation to do something good for the world. It's been wonderful for me to be able to leverage what he's been able to do to inspire other kids throughout the school, and to really use that as a framework for clubs that we want to create and fundraisers we want to create. And it starts with a dream, and it can turn into a reality.
The amount of fun the kids have when they're selling stars is great. They just bounce around, and we do it for 3 or 4 hours. That's all it takes at locations. And you know, the effects that you get from helping people and the direct responses he's received from certain people, it really does touch you, and it makes you continue. And I think he has a really good time doing it.
I think it's fun to just kind of like romp around like a certain, like they give us an area, and I'm like, okay, we can go romp around and like ask complete strangers, and most times they say yes. What better?
It couldn't be any prouder. He keeps on topping himself, and it gets tough. No, he would have to do something really bad to knock it down to the level of pride that I have.
Jake thought he was off to a typical day selling stars in front of the New Rochelle City Hall. But once there, he was greeted by family and friends, and on this morning, he had a little bit of help from some unlikely sources.
What's up? How you doing?
How you doing?
So nice to meet you, man. I'm Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
Mariana, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, buddy? Brett Gardner, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Just, they're all $10 a piece, and then you just say, would you like to buy one?
All right.
It's pretty
That's
simple.
easy. Okay.
What gave you the idea to get started with this?
I was watching a television show when I was 8.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I saw actually a Gold Star mother who lost her son.
Right.
And then I was just like, I got to do something.
That's awesome, man. So you've been doing this for 5 years, since you were 9?
Yeah.
5 years, Jake. Hey, guys, we got Jake here, okay?
Sure.
All right. Keep up. There you go. I love it. See, Jake?
Thank you.
You have to hire me, man.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, it's volunteer. There's no money involved. But
No, that's all right. I said, I'm looking for money. Yes. Hire me. I do the work.
Nice.
We'd like to present the USO a check for $10,000 in Jake's name. Mo, Matt.
Super incredible. I take myself back to when I was 9 years old. Stuff like this didn't cross my mind. It just shows you the kind of human being he is, kind of man he's turned into, and it's incredible to be a part of it.
There you go. Beautiful.
Once all the stars were in place, it was off to Yankee Stadium for some fun. Since Jake brought the Yankees into his world, it was time for the team to give him a taste of life in pinstripes.
Joining us now, Stars for Cars founder Jake Gallen.